drink a Coke late this night, right? I haven't done a live in so long, I don't expect anyone to show up. 0 people are here still. And sorry, but this is a Coca-Cola, not a frosty beer beverage. What are these little controls down here? Oh, I can filter. How about that? Yeah, I'll look like I'm in black and white. No. Slate? No. Crush? No. How about there? Okay, whatever. What's this? Chat? Top chat? Live chat. Hey, what's up, Mike Mini Motos? Looks like it's just a conversation between you and I. So the reason I'm doing this is I'm experimenting with the ability to use my iPad to do live streams. Because I'm not very good with live streams or making them consistent, but if I have a device that makes it easy for me to do live streams, then why not, you know? How you doing today? Everything good? I like that C3 you got, and you got me wanting to pick up another scooter and make another project out of it. Lives are, well, actually, can you do live? Oh, you only got a little bit more to go till you can do lives, and then I bet you're going to be doing lives all the time. Yeah, that C3 is awesome because I saw that one. I think you were building with what's his name, Rolling Wrench, and that looked pretty cool. I like the way it looked. It was stretched and lowered and all that stuff, which brings me to my Zuma. I want to lower the Zuma, but I don't know how to make it any lower than it is. And then I Googled the crud out of rear suspension and stretch kits and everything. There's like literally nothing for a Yamaha Zuma 2016 fuel injected. Here, let's see, what about 8mm? Oh no, that looks gross. I didn't know you could do filters. Oh look, I'm taking a bath. Anyways, yeah, so that's on the project list, is to find something else. Because, like, after I'm done with the Yamaha, the Zuma that I have with the 158, and then, what else? And then doing a few mods to it, maybe some speed mods, do some re-speed testing on it. That kit, that big bore kit that I put on there is pretty freaking amazing. Like, if you own a Yamaha Zuma, that big bore kit is like the #1 thing that should be on your list to do for mods. It's not super hard. I guess I had to make that slide hammer to pull the pin out for the rail, but yeah. Ice Bear 150. I need an Ice Bear 150cc. Do they make? When you say Ice Bear, are you talking about the clone? Oh yeah, so it's okay. I find that whenever I make a content outside of the box, outside of a Honda Ruckus, the viewership is lower. But I really, I mean, there's only so many Ruckuses I can build. I mean, so I gotta kind of stick with whatever makes me happy whenever I create stuff. So Ice Bear 150cc, which is basically a Ruckus. The cool thing about a Ice Bear is that it's a singular tubular frame. Metruck. If I found a titled front end of a Metropolitan, I would consider converting this into a Metruck and building that would be really cool. I think it would be really cool looking. Plus, it'd be something new to build, you know, that other people have been building before, and something, you know, just something I've never, you know, I need new ideas and stuff like that. Wow, 3 people. That's what I get when I don't subscribe. I just picked up a Met for a Met rug build. It's hard for me to find scooters down here for a good price. It's like everything is super expensive right now for project pieces. Okay, what if I did this? Oh, I did buy that. I went to a garage sale, and I already have a sandblaster, but I wanted a smaller one for small parts, and I could use a different medium in it. And I went to a garage sale, and the guy had one for, I think it was like that and, hold on. That, and can you see the big bike? It has a roller underneath it now, so when I park it in the garage, I could spin it around real quick. I got that for, I think, $100, $75. And then with the sandblaster, it had like all the media, it had the gun, it had all sorts of other stuff. The only thing that was wrong with it is the previous owner connected the feed line incorrectly. So far as I can tell, with the sandblaster, he like never used it, never worked for him. So, you know, his loss, my gain. They were moving to Mexico, is what he said. So I thought that'd be cool. Which is part of the reason why I'm able to make the cup holders again, is because now I can conveniently go and sandblast, because my old sandblaster is the one all the way on the other side, if you can see it. Oh! And it's a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt to get to and hook up and get all the gas lines and everything into it. But this is just a test. I'm just gonna run the live for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 45 minutes, depends on what the case is, and see what's going on, and see if this iPad is something that I want to use. Because I think if I brought it, well, no, because then I don't have Wi-Fi wherever I go, and then my cell phone plan doesn't allow me to do tethering, and even if it did, it didn't give me a lot. Hey, thanks for the 1 thumbs up so far for whoever did that. Apparently there's only 2 people in here right now, so it's us. So ask me anything. What do you got? What's new? I still have my buddy's Ruckus motor in pieces. We're gonna send the Ruckus motor to that place that does the porting and polishing on the website. I am not using a camera with the iPad. It's just literally the iPad camera on there. I know it's not that great. It's an old iPad too. So yeah. Is there a way to cook up? I know I can. If I use OBS, I can use the iPad as a control device and then have secondary devices to put other cameras in. But I need to work on my lighting in my garage. Right now, all I have is these little things up at the top, and they're pretty good. So what's up, Mike? I think I picked a bad day to do a live, but it's okay. It's just a test, right? Anyways, so for anyone who's watching this after, I'm working on the anniversary meetup. I have so much stuff happening in April. I think it's going to be in the beginning of May this year. So, hey, Mike Stone, how's it going? Thank you for joining the Impromptu live stream on a Tuesday at like 9:30 at night Central Time. It's probably a bad choice, but you know, I had to test this out. I made it. Hey, what's up, Chuck Nasty? You made it, and there's only 4 people in here right now, and I only got 1 thumbs up so far. Yeah, Mike, you're becoming pretty popular. People are starting to just recognize you as MMM. So keep it up, bud. I really like that snowmobile mini bike. Actually, I've been looking for one of those little Coleman mini bikes and trying to see if there's something I can build out of it. That would be pretty cool. Hey, thanks for the 4 thumbs up and 4 people all at the same time. So Mike from Mike's Mini Motos said hi to Mike Stone. Ha, that works. So, oh yeah. Did you find anything else cool at the car show the other day? So I took the opportunity to make 650R. Hold on, I missed it. Did you find anything cool? Chuck Nasty said 650R is the bike I was. It's so beautiful. So I don't know if you guys remember the 650R that my brother had, the orange one. I'm trying to see if he'll, I don't know, loan it back to me or sell it back to me or something. That's what I traded the KP Mini for. It turned out to be a really good project, but then the motor needs some work. Like there's some radiator leaks, the clutch plates need to be replaced and stuff like that because you can hear it slipping and everything like that. How the heck do I get the chat back? Oh, there we go. Did I find anything else cool at the car show? Yeah, I made a whole bunch of shorts, YouTube shorts, which apparently aren't doing very well right now, but it's okay because I make them because it's fun. I saw this old patinaed truck, but it looked like everything on the inside was new, so it was like old school outside, new school inside. That was pretty cool. I saw a Bronco 2020, R32 Mark 7 GTI, some old Mark IV Supras, and I even saw Mark III Supras, which is pretty cool. I haven't seen a Mark III Supra in... I had an ex-girlfriend. Her dad was going to buy her a car, gave her a budget of $5,000, and we went and bought a T-top Mark III Supra, which I wish that car still existed today. I would find it, and I would build it out, and I would ride it, because you don't see a lot of inline sixes. And then the turbo was like the size of a basketball. The thing was huge on there, so I'm pretty sure it was pretty fast. But apart from that, it was like all Mustangs. You know, like when you go to a car show nowadays or a car meet, especially when they're on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings, it's always like a bunch of Corvettes, a bunch of Camaros, a bunch of Mustangs, a bunch of Dodge Challengers, Chargers. It's like the stuff that you see all the time, which, Anyways, 6 people running 13 minutes. We got 5 thumbs up so far. Thanks everybody for showing up to really just hang out for a minute. Oh, see, I need to figure out a way to make the conversation step. I seen the short of everyone with a Mustang. Too many makes it not cool anymore. Yeah, so it's like, but then, you know, if you think about it, if you went to a ruckus show, well, no, because then it would be called a ruckus show, so you would expect to see a bunch of ruckuses. It's called a car show because you expect to see a bunch of cars, which is non-specific. Hold on. Sup guys, I just found the channel while looking for a ruckus a week ago. In the short time I've been talked into getting a 600cc motorcycle range. You know what? It's cool, because look, there's a ruckus, right? And then there's a 650, and then a 158, and then a 200, and then another ruckus in the corner. Oh, and a Miata, which the seat is out right now. I can't wait to get that Miata out of the garage. Only because once I get out of the garage, I have more room to put the sandblasting and junk in here. What's up, Scott Riney? The Navi owner. Woot woot. I've been seriously thinking about doing the Navi. I almost thought about like selling the Zuma, but the Zuma's performance after putting that 158cc with the 4-valve and the fuel injection and stuff, it's like incredibly powerful and fast that I really don't think I want to get rid of it anymore. I kind of wanted to put everything as Honda in my garage. That would have been kind of cool, right? But, So Ronnie gets to ride around on the Grom, and his wife's gonna ride the Navi. So I have questions. How is that Navi on acceleration? Does it still feel like a 49cc? Just can go a little bit faster? Have fun with the rest of the live, dude. I'm gonna hop off. All right, cool, man. Keep recording, keep making videos, Mike's Mini Motos. I really appreciate you showing up and hanging out until other people got here, because I feel like I don't know. I feel like I felt silly sitting in here when there was 0 people and I'm just drinking a soda, talking to no one. Hey, JMR Builds, what's up? How you doing? I'm seeing a lot of old school names in here. Like Scott's probably the oldest name in here so far. He's been around for a zillion years. SLC Ruckus! Okay, everybody, SLC Ruckus is here. SLC Ruckus is the guy who gave me the advice on using a pick. It's like the best advice that anyone has ever given to me when it comes to putting this particular motor together, because it's just wide enough where you think you can put your fingers in there to put the chain on, but you can't, and you keep trying. And then I remembered pick. He's like, use a pick, and the pick worked perfectly. I was able to put the chain on and off maybe 9 times in the course of making that video. Which, by the way, this Saturday's video, for those of you who are watching the Zuma series, I was intending on just putting the motor together, or at least part of the motor together, for the Zuma, but then I kept on building and building and building. So it goes from I'm putting piston rings on to the piston all the way to a test start. So it's a really long video. It's the first time I've ever made a video in a long time over 30 minutes long on there. Anyway, so everybody, thank you for the 6 thumbs up so far. There's 8 people in here. Mike Stone is telling me when you're on a roll. Yeah, it was. And I at first it was like, I'm just gonna record footage and I can use it in other videos later on. But then I kept on putting it together and putting it together. I finally got the motor together. I put the timing chain tensioner back on, and I'm like, it's only 11 a.m. So then I get my son, he helps me put the motor in. I forget to put the plastic. There's a bazillion things that went wrong putting the motor together, putting the motor back in the bike. But I was having so much fun with it that I just kept on going. I really wanted to see it start, and then I got it to start. I did make a few mistakes along the way. Nothing that damaged anything, but I really did get a little bit, because when I rush, I make mistakes, and I start to get all crazy. John Jinsky, seen every Ruckus since you got it. Love how she turned out. Final thoughts on Get Motor versus GY6. Also, I'm nervous on getting a crappy Get. Ronnie paid $2,700. Is that out the door with tax, title, and license, or like what you did with the Grom, where you got you just bought the bike and then got an MCO? Okay, back to John Jinsky. Thank you for watching the Ruckus videos. It has been the passion of the last 4 years. It fell out of favor for about 6 months because it was just, and he said crap. He just said crappy GY6, and that's out the door. Tax, title, license. See, that's good. That's really good, because the taxes you have to pay on it, and then the titling, and then licensing, and then you don't have to go to the tax office to do all that stuff. But anyways, yeah, Scott's distracting me with interesting comments. So the GY6 motor is fine if you take care of it But the problem that I had with it the most is like these things, all these crappy built Chinese made components. Like, it makes me want to vomit. Like, how easily they break. Like, like how many? I've already replaced I've replaced the stator twice since I've had it. I don't even know how many coils I've gone through. I've done the wiring harness twice now. 2 fuel pumps, well 3 technically if you count the electric fuel pump. And then I've gone through 3 carbs, but that's because I've done different iterations of the motor, head gasket. I haven't really broke much after that. I did have a crazy oil leak if you watch that video. Apparently the timing chain tensioner needs a gasket. I thought I wouldn't need a gasket, like it would not leak, but apparently it does, and it shot oil all over the place. And I was like this far from just like, I was literally thinking to myself, can I stick that Zuma in that bike? And I was also literally thinking, can I put a Get back on my Ruckus again? And I don't know about that. Anyways, we've got 13 people in here. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the 9 thumbs up so far. I am going to... Master Blaster said, where's my bike? Okay, everybody. So, Master Blaster, he's from Friction Zone on his channel. We're best pals. He's the guy who got me started on YouTube to begin with Cheap Stuff on Amazon, which is my original channel name before I went into the Ruckuses. He is going to join me in hooligan-ness because he is now picking up a 2008 Gixxer 600. So now we'll have hooligan videos, and hopefully neither one of us will die in the making of those videos. And if someone gets injured, I hope it's, if people die, I would like both of us to die, because if he dies and I don't, and I'm the one who got started on motorcycles, and then his wife's gonna come over and kill me anyway. So I gotta be careful with that. But that's gonna be cool. And then the pile. Okay, he wants to see the pile. So here's the pile right here. There is the Get motor right here, broken in half. I've done a ton of degreasing. The cap here for this. There's the head, and there's a bunch of cup holders I'm working on, and the valve cover gasket, that's not his. And then there's his front frame. I had to move all the stuff over because I needed to be able to have room to be able to put the Zuma motor on the counter on there. That motor that's in there, right there. See, that motor had to go over there. Anyways, yeah. So I know you miss your Ruckus, but she's in pieces right now. She's in good hands though. I just need a little bit of assistance stripping that frame whenever you get a chance. Let's see. I sold a 2013 Ruckus today for $1,900. Turned around and spent $1,100 on FLP parts. Well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, nobody makes higher quality replacement parts. I have looked, and I've seen Taiwan parts for GY6s, but like I can't tell if they're any better. And like if someone said this fuel pump was made in Japan or I don't know, somewhere, and they say that this fuel pump is way better than any other fuel pump, and it's been proven, I can watch some YouTube videos, but this fuel pump cost $150 versus the $19.99 one I see on Amazon, I'll pay the $200 if I never have to buy another one again. Which reminds me, this is my 4th starter. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see, SLC Ruckus, my man, my Zuma dude. He's my pal. Man, this last week rebuild I did on my buddy's bike. I think I'm ready to stop using China rear ends, top ends. So I discovered for the Zuma that they make other kits, forged kits, as a matter of fact. But forged kits generally aren't good for longevity, but better for power. But I realized that they make different cams and different rocker arms, and actually they make a completely new 4-valve head that's ported and big bore, big valves and everything on there. But it's like $450, and I don't know if $450 is going to get me the gains that I'm looking for in a in the Zuma. I don't know. I'm just going to enjoy it. Like I tell everybody whenever they buy a new bike, like just ride the damn thing. Quit buying a 2022 Ruckus, riding it for 4 miles, and then the next thing I know, you're talking to me about getting a GY6 swap. You've torn everything out. You're doing this. You bought $1,200 worth of speed mods, not FLP parts, speed mods, and then you shove them all at one time, and you're like, oh, it's only going 30. Whoa, you're tuning a 49cc, thinking that it's like a V8. There's a lot of stuff that you got to do to make it all work together, right? Come on, guys. Were you ever on Ruckus Central back in 2008? No. And what was it called? Was it Ruckus Central? I forgot what it was called. But no, see, 2008, I had a Honda Shadow 750 Spirit, and I only had that for about a year, and then I got rid of it, and I hadn't ridden since then. I didn't really get into riding until about back into riding until about 5 years ago. So no, I was not. Yeah, Total Ruckus. That's it. Scott Riney is it correct? Total Ruckus. I did not exist at the time of Total Ruckus. $20 China head compared to a Toyota head for $160. You can tell the difference. I bet. I really, really do. I just don't understand how you can produce something so crappy and then just keep producing it so crappy. I guess when your name isn't really attached to something specific, because when I say GY6 on my bike, I say GY6. That's a design, not the brand. It's not a Xerox machine. When you copy C, it's not a Xerox machine. It doesn't have a name attached to it. So you can build them crappy, and no one would care. Are you gonna make left-hand controls again? Juicy J39. The answer is yes. I am in process of building a set of 10 right now. Just like the cup holders, they are going to be built in batches. No longer am I going to try to manufacture things in mass quantity anymore. It is too time consuming. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna sell this. I don't know. I mean, it's orange, but I don't know if anyone remembers this. But this is the backside cup holder on it. I can't fit it on here because of the swap, but it used to go right here, the cup holder. But since I have the bar going through here now, I can't really use it anymore, nor do I want to drill a giant hole through that support bar. So yeah, perfect timing. Just bought a new full perfect timing. Just bought a new. Oh, ah ha ha. You know what? Let's see. Ta-da! I've never actually done that before. I usually have moderators that do that for me. Anyway, watching your stuff's got me back into this stuff again. So, where was I? Master Blaster said, I hope that's a typo. Anyways, watching your stuff again has got me back into this stuff again. No, I was really into it, and then during the winter when everyone stopped riding and viewership goes down, I kind of got a little bit bleh. That's why I took a break for a little while. Really quick, D German Music Inc., the Falcon and the Venom X22 GT automatic street bike 250cc is the same bike, just rebranded. So from now on, starting in about September or October, I'm going to reduce the number of videos I produce because I've got Thanksgiving, birthdays, more birthdays, Christmas, and holiday parties and all sorts of stuff. So between the last, October through December, I'll probably go back down to like one video a week and then ramp it back up again in January when everybody is talking, when everyone starts riding again. Bought 3 Titus starters, 2. Been on the Koso high torque for 2+ years now. See, that's the kind of stuff that I want to know. Like, I'll buy that starter that works it. Hey, when you get that Falcon, be sure to do the cycles on the belt. Like, ride it up and down. Don't like hold it at the same speed for a long period of time for the first like 100 miles or so. Vary that throttle up and down for that belt to get broken in, because I've seen people who have had the X22 GT where the belt broke, and when the belt broke, the belt binded inside of the casing and actually bent the drive shaft that sticks out the side, and enough to mess up the variator where it stripped the teeth off of the thing. So I'm not saying be careful, but just be mindful of that belt. Like, I would ride it with varying throttle for the first couple of 100 miles, open it up, and then check that belt, and then ride it for a little while, check that belt, because the number one thing I've heard people having problems is broken belts within the first 500 miles, and I think it's just because everyone gets on that thing and just goes wah. They're driving it like a 2-stroke, so you gotta be a little bit careful. Let's see, is there any other cool filters? How about this one? There you go. Now it looks like a bit. No, that looks weird. Let's just stick with this one. Meet and greet. Yes, meet and greet is going to happen. JMR builds in probably the first weekend of May now, because I have a wedding to photograph for my wife's old best friend. My son has long course swim meets, as well as he just started swimming for his middle school, and he also started swimming for the neighborhood summer league, as well as my youngest son is going to join the summer league swim team. And then after that, he'll also do year-round competitive swim also. I find this is kind of like father stuff. I find that if you have to give your kids activities outside of video games, or at least make it a requirement. Well, if you want to keep playing Xbox, then you need to join some kind of activity, orchestra, taekwondo, karate, swim, football, soccer, for girls, cheer. Well, nowadays boys are cheerleaders, but let's not get into that conversation right now. But yeah, it's always good to have your kids do something outside of just playing video games, or else they'll end like me, because I did nothing but play video games all through high school and middle school, and play video game, do computer stuff. But I mean, I guess I didn't really turn out that bad, did I? I mean, not that bad. Probably shouldn't be drinking a Coca-Cola with my old man body at like 10 o'clock at night. Alexa, turn on the garage fan. It's hot in here. Anyways, so thank you for the 13 thumbs up. We've been running for 35 minutes and 58 seconds. 14 people are in here. We've had a pretty decent turnout for me just flipping on a switch and saying, hey, let's do a live stream. So, more about the meet. So I'm going to do the meet locally. It's going to be a meet and greet. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I think this time, rather than doing it in the morning and then ending it in the afternoon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it at like 3 p.m. and then we'll hang out at like some place that has food and coffee and whatever until about 7, and then do a little bit of a ride around, maybe a 30-minute route somewhere locally, low and slow type thing. So just think of yourself as a low rider. When we're doing that, we're going to do something low and slow. What do you think about this inflation? Inflation is everywhere. Everyone seems to be blaming the current sitting president for a lot of this stuff. In my opinion, it has to do a lot with all this crazy stimulus money and how the government's just printing more money to give to everybody. But JMR, I just became a father in February. Congratulations. I'm thinking about doing outside activities once my son grows up. Yes. And you know, and I'm telling you right now, my son was young, and I'm pretty sure Master Blaster can attest to this. Like I went out of my way to not dress my kid in sports clothes. I didn't want her to wear Astros jerseys, Rockets jerseys, basketball shorts, whatnot. I wanted him to be like a nerdy kid who was good at computers and math and, you know, whatever. Typical Asian, I guess. And then next thing I know, he joined swim. He loves wearing whatever sports brands and those weird sporty, he doesn't like jeans and that weird whatever anti-sweat breathy stuff and stuff like that. So, you know, but he's happy, he likes it. So what I'm trying to get at is that you'll be able to know what your child should be good at or would like to like, but you're gonna have to try a few things because we've gone through soccer and all sorts of other stuff till we landed on swimming. Me and my son really enjoy that dirt bike life. See, look, cool, and use it to relate. Like, trust me, it goes really fast. Like, all of a sudden, my son's 14, and you know, in school, and he's trying to be cool now. Like, I never realized when I was young, or when we are young, or people are young, or whatever, how much effort we put in to just be cool or have people like us. Because my youngest son, and this is probably a little bit more bleeding heart than I need to be doing on live, but like, he gets bullied because he's just such a high energy kid. He talks fast. He's very animated and very charismatic, like, yeah, let's go, come on, we're gonna do this, and I remember reading about that, you know, and he gets bullied for that, and I know it's one thing for me to say, hey, kid, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, when you get out of high school, all that crap's just gonna go out the door, and no one's gonna ever remember any of that anyway. So it's like a blip in your lifetime, but to him, it's his reality and it's his eternity way he's dealing with it. So I have to be mindful whenever I do stuff like that. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm doing like a father talk right now. Sending you a starter link. Okay, oh hi Torque, please and thank you. JMR said he wants his son to be a boxer. I'm Mexican. We love to box. I'm Filipino, and we have what the heck was his name in boxing? Pacquiao. Yeah. So, by the way, Pacquiao in Philippines is the governor of some city. I thought that was kind of interesting. That if you go do boxing and you become a sports person, that you can eventually become a public figure. Well, I mean, we had what's his name, Arnold Schwarzenegger. So if Arnold Schwarzenegger could be governor of California, then I'm pretty sure Pacquiao could be governor of whatever province he lives in. Everybody, we've been running for 41 minutes and 34 seconds. We have 13 people in here. We have 11 people in here. Can't keep them all here all the time. Oh, we have 12 again. And we have 13 thumbs up. Hey, JT Vlogs, what's going on? Look, I got a wrench in here. How many wrenches do I have in here right now? JT Vlogs has been around for bazillion years on the channel. About Riney level age. It's okay, because I didn't announce it, you know, I didn't say, hey, I'm going to do a live stream today and let everybody know, so I think that's how I'm going to do my live streams from now on. I guess I'll schedule them every once in a while, but then the rest of them are going to be like ninja drop live streams, like, hey, Caesar dropped a live stream, you know, we got to watch it on the, we'll Chromecast it at the bar screen or something like that. So, let's work on one thing. Do you think... yeah, dude, I need to make more. I agree, I need to make more live streams. Coincidentally, the last time I live streamed was October of last year. October of last year. That's how long ago it was. I like interacting, but golly, it takes up so much energy. But with this iPad and me being able to just hit go, I don't have to plan, you know, I don't have to set up equipment, I don't have to set up cameras, I could just sit in front of this iPad, which, by the way, I have no idea how much battery power is in here right now. Do you know any shops that do mods for scooters here in Houston? Can you please give me an example of the scooter that you're talking about? Hey, what's the most useful tool for working on minis in your garage? Useful tool. Using minis. Oh, easy. Ta-da! It's not even a tool, really. It's just a flashlight, but it bends, and it's magnetic, and it sticks to stuff. Oh, you know what? The lift. Maybe the lift and the flashlight. The lift and the flashlight. Well, the lift and the flashlight and these, the round ones of these Allen wrenches are freaking amazing. You don't have to have a direct access onto that. The flashlight and the motorcycle lift are good. Oh, well, you know, and also the pick. I'm telling you, this will take you out of lots of jams that exist in this world. pick. Oh, and stubbies, stubby screwdriver. Okay, maybe I should make a video on useful tools for working on minis, but I'm telling you right now, in a scooter and stuff, there's not a lot of room, and these little stubby things come in handy whenever you're working on a bike. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking where my tools are so that I stop just listing tools that are on my counter right now. JT Vlog said he wants to see who would win in a fight, Master Chief or Buzz Lightyear. I think Master Chief because he has more military experience. Because Buzz Lightyear is more of an explorer slash soldier. So that's like saying, you know, they're both in space, right? Well, so is a Star Trek officer versus a Star Wars, you know, Jedi Knight. Who would win? But that's my opinion. Anyways, JT Vlogs. JT Vlogs wants to see the CBR. There's the CBR. Oh, there's my eBay exhaust. Woot woot. eBay exhaust, and then here's my awesome welds. If you can see right there. Kind of embarrassing. I'm glad it doesn't really look really good. Buzz Lightyear has a laser. That's true. That's true. Do I have new stickers? No. I have new key tags coming out, and this time I'm going to do what everyone asked me to do, and I'm making red and white ones this time. I made black and orange, gray. I made orange, which I will never make again. That orange tag is first gen. If you have one of those, I will never make that again, ever again. Then the next one was black. I made Ruckus Hub, and then I made gray ones. Now the 5th season, which starts next month, is going to be the red key tags. I know that sounds dumb to kind of have it, but like, I figure from my point of view, if I see someone and they're holding a key tag and they're like, hey, I've been subscribed to your channel, and I see them holding an orange key tag on their keys, I know they've been around for ages. So, yeah, if you have orange, that's cool. I have one complete set of unopened ones that maybe someday I'll raffle off or give away. I have no idea. But as soon as I get those red key tags, I'm going to start doing some giveaways on the red key tags. If you go to the meet and greet next month, then I will, if you ask me, I'll give you one for free if you go to the meet. OG Tag Gang, where did you order your key tags from? Ryan, I ordered my key tags from Cora from China, and we have a excellent working relationship. Believe it or not, the per unit cost per 100, including shipping, is relatively cheap, considering inflation prices and everything nowadays. She said that shipping costs went up, but they decided not to raise the prices, so you know, I gotta be loyal to that. Ryan still has orange tags. Ryan probably has a ton of tags. I remember he got a whole bunch for like one for each vehicle. How hard is it to get your plates for your bike? Common misconception. A lot of people think that in order for you to get plates for your bike, a title or a registration, that you have to have a motorcycle license to do that. The answer is, in Texas at least, no, you do not. You do not need to prove that you can own that vehicle if you title and register it. All you need to do is own it. It's your problem if you get if you get arrested for riding it. Uh, Godspeed. I have watched a lot of your videos and seriously refreshing watching real vids and not stuff so focused on getting likes doing dumb stuff. Yeah, that. You know, the thoughts crossed my mind of getting on my ruckus and like driving on sidewalks and freaking golf courses and junk like that, and you know, mounting super soakers on the front of my bike and driving through traffic shooting people. But like, that's just not me. uh, I don't really have I don't have it in me to be that idiotic. And then also, I don't have enough patience, time, or money to bail myself out of jail for doing stupid stuff like that. But it's crossed my mind. And then you may see a little bit of that when Master Blaster gets his Jixer, because we may be doing stupid hooligan stuff, rev bombing and whatnot, but nothing super crazy. Like, we're not going to be doing wheelies and running from the police. Well, I'm not going to run from the police. Master Blaster might run from the police. That's his personality. Like, he's ran from the police before. Well, anyways, you know, in my mind, he's ran from the police. I'm not trying to give away any secrets here or anything like that. Ever plan on hitting Dallas soon? Ah, that's a great question. Oh, wait. JMR Build said something. I'll get back to it in just a second. Do I ever plan on hitting Dallas? So, here's my plan. And it probably won't be this year. Maybe Christmas. Maybe next year. But I plan on getting a trailer to connect to my GTI, and then I can put the ruckus on the GTI, and then visiting other Houston cities, Texas cities like Austin, San Antonio, Dallas. Although I know Dallas has crappy roads, so I gotta be really careful where I ride on there. I recently rode my ruckus for the first time for up to the Woodlands, like up to 242, if anyone knows where that is from where I live, and back. And I hit some construction area, and I literally thought I was gonna fly off the thing. I don't know how I rode that ruckus before, driving over whatever it was, and not feel like I was gonna die. I stopped riding it, started riding these big bikes that are all super cushy with lots of throw on the suspension, and I got back on the ruckus, and now there's two things. Feels like I'm gonna fly off of it. Two, feels like no one can see me, which I already knew that was gonna happen. And three, it feels like I'm always like being pulled to the left, and I realize that the motor is so far offset for that 8-inch fatty that like there's just a ton of weight on that side. It just feels that way. All right, so I'm gonna go back. I don't think I'm gonna make the meet and greet, but hopefully I get to meet you one day. Actually, I'm on my way to Houston right now to visit my parents. Cool. If you're visiting them this weekend and you're in Houston, and maybe we can meet up for some coffee, or like, I don't know, hit up a McDonald's or something like that. That'd be cool. No problem there. Ever plan on hitting down? I already answered that. So what you got on any new projects? I have 0 new projects right now. Like, after I'm done with the Zuma, if Master Blaster starts picking up the speed on his project, then we'll start doing the Master Blaster build project. But I think we're gonna put those videos on his channel. Either that, or we're gonna. I haven't talked to him about it yet, but I guess I could talk to him about it now. While we're working on it, just do a live stream of the whole thing from A to Z. And when I say A to Z, just whenever we're doing a session working on it. It might be boring, but you know. All right, so we've been running for 54 minutes, 10 people on here, 16 thumbs up, so we got one more from last time. I really didn't expect more than 4 or 5 people. The whole beginning of the video was just me and Mike's Minimotos sitting here talking for a while, so I really appreciate everybody being here. Hold on, I need to look at what someone said. Oh, Master Blaster. So expect a few videos on the sport bikes. expect a lot more videos on the Zuma. So I did the 158cc big bore kit. I'm in the break-in period right now. From your perspective, I'm still putting it together. So right now I'm trying to get as many miles as I can riding this thing to get it broken in so that I can do accurate speed comparisons compared to old videos on the speed test for the 158cc. I still have to do CVT stuff. I did buy some sliders. No variator or anything. I'm going to do things one at a time. First, I have to replace the belt. And then do the sliders. And then I want to do sliders with a variator. And then I want to try to work on seeing if I can get that bike lowered a little bit. Even for me, it's really tall. The seat height is actually taller than my CBR whenever I sit at a light, so I'm on my tippy toes. I'd like to get it lower so that my wife can ride it. That'd be nice. Apart from that, maybe my brother will give me the Ninja 650R, the orange one, and I'll do a rebuild with the motor on that. Oh, hey, JT Vlogs with the super sticker. I forgot super stickers existed. I haven't seen super stickers in so long because I haven't done a live stream since October of last year. Thanks, JT Vlogs. I really appreciate it. You never have to do anything like that, but it is appreciated. And I promise you, and I promise everybody, every nickel, every penny that I make from YouTube, from super stickers, super chats, donations, anything, it 100% goes into parts for the bike or channel specific related things to create content, which I'm at a shortage right now. So if anyone wants to buy a Honda Ruckus front mount cup holder, this is completely not sandblasted yet, please visit smallenginevelocity.com. It comes in black satin, comes with hardware, and is made of 16th inch grade steel. Everyone's like, why didn't you make it out of aluminum? I was like, why not make it out of steel? I could kill somebody with this. It is not a cup holder, it is a drink holder. It is specifically designed to hold a 16-ounce water bottle, a Monster can, which was the real reason that this was designed, was to hold a Monster can. Also, at the same time, it holds a Coca-Cola can, and come to find out, it also holds a bottle of beer really well, too. Not that you can ride around with an open bottle of beer on here, but it can do that. Now, depending on your suspension, it may rattle a lot, so beware. Also, I'm going to do a little bit of garage cleaning and do some stuff out later on. But thank you for the super sticker, JT Vlogs. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the 16 thumbs up, the 13 people watching this video right now. I need someone to throw me some questions. I'm in the mood to answer some project questions coming up soon. Edward said, thanks for sending mine today. Thanks for sending mine today. Oh, Edward from Wannabe Lawyer, right? Yeah, it's in the mailbox right now. It'll be picked up tomorrow, and then we'll get and then you'll send me back the rear mount, and that's literally going to be the absolute last rear mount cup holder I will ever make, and I'll put that up for sale so someone can pick that one up and have a piece of SEV history. So if you want to reduce vibration on Ruckus, a good difference, buy yourself a lightened flywheel from, I have one! Oh my gosh, SLC Ruckus. I swear to God, I bought one. This isn't the one, this isn't the lightened one, but I bought one, and that was during the period of when I was having a really horrible time with the Ruckus and it was broken. So I put it somewhere and I cannot find it. I have no idea where I put that lightened flywheel. I have flipped my office inside out. I've gone into the garage and tore everything, like reorganized to the point where everything was super clean and organized in here. I cannot find it. and I'm not going to buy another one again, although I probably will have to. Thank you, JT Vlogs. I think, was that JT Vlogs? JT Vlogs again with the super sticker. I really appreciate it, dude. I really do. Like I said, it's just gonna go into more parts for the bikes. But SLC Ruckus, I thank you for reminding me, because now I'm gonna go obsessive about looking for that stupid light and flywheel again. God, I really want to find it now. What do you about to think about an LS? Oh wait, Mike Stone, Polini Variator versus NCY Variator. Any opinions? Please give me a little bit more color. Are you talking about on a GY6? I believe you're the one who asked about the 150cc Ice Bear, so if you could clear that up, and I'll answer. Because if it's for a Get or if it's for a GY6, they're two totally different answers. What do you think about an LS swap in the Miata? I thought about an LS swap in the Miata, but it's a little bit too intensive for me to do. So what I think I want to do is they make the V6 Honda motor swap that you can put inside of there. That's pretty cool in there. And then I think those kits are getting pretty easy. It's the kits are getting easier to find because they make more. But the problem with the old school Gen 1, Gen 2 Miatas is that, like, you used to be able to buy a used Miata, like a 90 something, for like $2,000. Now even the crappiest ones they're selling for like $5,000. But that's what you get, you know. I mean, the car is like, mine's a 97, so 2007. So it's like 24 years old now. I'm never getting rid of that car, although my son wants to drive it. Weren't you making brackets to use Grom fenders for the Ruckus? Godspeed. The answer is yes. I have a whole set of those being built also. I also have created this, but I never really advertised it. So the front bracket for the pegs. I'd show you the other side, but I don't want to, because there's a window right here, so you can still see your VIN. A lot of times when people buy these, they don't want to cover their VIN with it. So the one I make has a hole where you can still see the VIN number through it on the other side. So that should be soon too. I made a set of those too. The only thing I don't have anything in the works right now is the gap covers, because I wanted to redesign the gap cover away from that roundy look. And when I say roundy look, that's what I mean right. Oh, that's what I mean right there. See how it's round? I want to do a little bit more of an angular type thing on it. People, not saying people have criticized it, but they don't like the roundiness in there. Mike Stone, Get Motor. Okay, so for the Get Motor, the Polini is the best. Absolutely the best. The NCY with that Teflon coated crap on the inside, I promise you, you put that in there, you'll get great performance, but then after about 500 miles or so, the Teflon wears out. And when asked with Rolling Wrench Denver, he says they're so cheap that you could just go get another one and throw something. You could just keep buying new ones over and over again. And I'm not really a fan of having to buy. I like stuff that lasts, which is ironic that I have a GY6 in my Ruckus after saying that statement. But, you know, sometimes we've got to be a little bit ironic. GMR Builds, woot! Thanks for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Super stickers make my day. Like, I literally will be thinking about this, like, long into the night tonight, about super stickers and this live stream. I'm getting rid of my old turtle head tail light and installing the new Chimera Trimera tail light now. Not 100% sure about the turtle head. The turtle head is that's the flip one with the 4 lights. I gave that one to my brother I'm still running the R6. It works perfectly fine for me right now. I haven't found a solution that makes anything better for me. Right now I'm working on a 99 Eclipse GSX-R. Is it the all-wheel drive? GSX-R? Going to be good. Going be good, better than my old SRT. Oh yeah, that's right. JT Vlogs used to have an SRT4 Neon, which I personally like that car. And there's a shop down the street from my shop that has that builds those things, so that was always cool. Moto Rider 5352. What's up? How are you doing? I'm really excited. Thanks, JMR, for the super sticker, by the way. I really appreciate it. Mike Stone, thanks for the info. No problem. I don't think I fully answered your question. Also, the inside ramps on the Polini stay polished and smooth consistently for much longer than any other one, and I do appreciate the design. Moto Rider 352. Do you think the KP Mini tail light will fit the KPR 200? I don't know, because I don't have a Mini to compare the sizes. That was always something that was weird on the KP Mini, is the taillight seemed oddly larger than it should. I'm not one to have... I'm a minimalist when it comes to lighting, but I like it to be as bright as it possibly can. You're the one who emailed me about the Lafon and the Lycan. Oh, I remember you. As a matter of fact, Lafon contacted me about that. I'm trying to work out something, but I don't think it's gonna come out the way I want it. My daughter wanted to buy the Lycan from me and learn to ride on it, but with graduation, prom, college, and my other kids and all their stuff that has to do, I don't think I'll be able to pull that off. But we'll see. Yes, I know the owner of that shop. They tune mine. Yeah, okay, yeah. You know where that shop is, by the way, JT Vlogs? If you go through that gate and go further back, if you go to row D on the right side, garages D, A, B, C, D and E, or E and F, I can't remember. We have a 2-post lift in that garage with every tool that you could ever need to lift your car off of the ground to do a rebuild. If you need to ever drop a motor in or take a motor out, or you need to do work underneath the car for exhaust, or you want to take all 4 tires out at the same time to do all your brakes or something like that, like literally let me know, and you can go over there and use that garage. Yeah, it's larger. It is. It's larger. It's weirdly larger when you look at it. Like, try to go look at like Google some videos of the rear tail light. Maybe even my video on the tail light. You might be able to see it. All right, we're still going strong. We still got 12 people, 11 people now. Of course, I say that and one person leaves. And we got one more thumbs up from the last time, so we're at 17 versus last time we were at 16. We're back at 12. We have 3 super stickers today, which is absolutely amazing. Is there any other cool features? Maybe I should change it back to normal. There. No. No. There. No. No bubbles. Yeah, disco top. That's stupid. It's easier to stop. All right, so yeah, JT Vlogs. So yeah, that's a shop. But if you're gonna leave it in there for an extended period of time, please let me know, because I have a CRV, or my brother has a CRV in there right now. Moto riders, where do you live? Do I still ride down Luetta? Yes. As a matter of fact, that's where I do the majority of my moto vlogs on the Ruckus right now, because I'm actually super scared of riding it anywhere else where there's bumps. Because I'm so familiar with Luetta, because I've ridden down it, up and down it for 2 years on the Ruckus. I'm so familiar with it that I don't want to flip off of it or anything like that. Did you install a high flow exhaust gasket on the Zuma? I don't know what that is. I installed the same gasket that was on there when I took the exhaust off the first time to weld on my exhaust. SLC Ruckus, let me show you. So, like all my other exhausts, I put my fake Yoshi exhaust. So I basically cut at a certain part the old exhaust off, and then snugged up the adapter, and then welded it on, and then welded latches on here. And I got myself my little cannonball exhaust on here, which I think sounds relatively cool. Actually, can I start it? It's pretty throaty. If you ask me, it sounds like a dirt bike. It's like, it sounds like a dirt bike. Hold on, give me 1 second. I had to check to see if I'm at 70% battery, and I've been streaming for this long. It's pretty crazy. I could stream for quite a while. So if you could point me at a high flow gasket, I'd put it on, especially if it's not expensive. Let's see the exhaust on the CBR. Let's see the exhaust on the CBR again. So it is a China representation of the Austin Racing exhaust. You can tell that it's not the Austin Racing exhaust because the Austin Racing exhaust does not have springs holding the slip-on on here. Now, what makes this cooler than the Austin Racing one is that I can take the springs off and I can change this cartridge easily. At the same time, I can also take this off and put the baffle in easily just by wrenching this back on. But this literally took me 2 days to do the fitment because it's not a slip-on. You have to literally take the entire header off, cut it, and then fit this on correctly, and then weld it on to get it to fit. So yeah, that was not easy. But I'm telling you right now, at the end, when I heard that exhaust start, I was incredibly happy with it. Which, by the way, if you want to hear it, I think I could start it in here. I don't know if it'll sound good over live stream, but so. Okay, I have to be really careful. My neighbors are gonna come out with pitchforks and torches and try to kill me. Yeah, I have crappy neighbors, trust me. I don't like using the term Karen because it seems to be overused, but there is a Karen that lives down the street, and she literally walks around. She's not even HOA board member or anything, but she's always walking around pointing out crap in the house. You can't have that. That's against this rule. That's against that rule. If you're gonna plant a new tree here, you need to make sure that you present it with the HOA board because that's an aesthetic change you're making to the outside of your house. Like, shut up. Anyways, where'd my vape go? Now I'm getting angry. I don't want to be angry. There it is. But yeah, she's like always losing her mind whenever she's talking to us. Wake up the neighbors, exactly. It's about as bad as my old SV650 that sounded like a Harley with straight pipes. It was horrifyingly loud. Now, this is a 4-cylinder, which is like 90% of the reason I bought this bike is because I love that 4-cylinder growly sound, and the Honda 4-cylinder just makes this beautiful sound. Like you could record it, and then you could put it on like a little machine that played it in my house, like at nighttime, to help me like go to bed at night, so that I would have good dreams about moto related stuff. Where are you from? I was born in Detroit. I live in North Houston, but my parents and family is from the Philippines. So that makes me first generation American born of both sides of my mom and my dad's side of the family. Which is cool, because apparently my dad went to the Philippines, and some of the ruckus people, I guess, he saw one and pointed it out, and he was like, "Oh, my son, he's blah blah blah," and they're like, "Oh, we know him." I was like, "Cool." Oh, by the way, want to hear a cool story? Cool story, true story too. I came home on a Sunday, and there was a Honda Navi sitting outside of my house, and a guy with a helmet on and a jacket. I had seen this Navi around in other places before, but definitely it was a Honda Navi. Well, I walked up to my front door, and he was standing there waiting for me to come home, and he wanted to take a picture with me. So that was cool. I'm all right with that. It's too late for me to take back all those videos that I made idiotically leaving my home and showing every landmark and street sign as I drove out of my house. It's too late to reverse that now. But like, if you're gonna do that, like, my cell phone number is literally posted on the YouTube channel. Like, any one of you who is on this live stream right now, if you go to YouTube, my channel, and you go to like the info, the last tab, there's a phone number in there that you could text me. Do not call me. You could text me anytime. I may not answer you immediately. I may not answer you at all if you're demanding and rude, but you know, you could at least say, "Hey, I know where you live," which would be creepy, but can I take a picture with you? So, cool. Yeah. That's what I felt like. And then after I went inside, he was sitting in front of my house texting for like 5 minutes, which I understand that it was his son that made him come over to take a picture with me, but like, yeah, a little bit weird. Mike Stone, I promise I will try to do more live streams. I know that people like it. Now that I know I can do that on the iPad, and I can just literally, if I'm bored or my family is out doing something, I can just turn it on and run for 78 minutes and only have my battery go down to 70% on the iPad, then for sure I have no excuse but to do more live streams. Hey, Roy! What's up, Roy? Roy has been like around the channel since like 74 subscribers on here. He has a Piaggio 250, and he's been working on it forever. He had another scooter for a little while, but sold that one and ended up doing the Piaggio because it's a little bit more stable with the 2 front tires. Never rid one yet. I'd like to someday, but have not. Live streams are always fun. I agree. JT Vlogs, or hit me up on Instagram. That works too. Some people don't like social media, so I notice a larger section of people above the age of like 35 that disappeared from social media. That not for people under 35, especially millennials. Anything millennial and down, really just keep doing it. Yeah, Roy is OG, just like JT Vlogs is OG. JT Vlogs, I met JT Vlogs on the road. Like on Lowetta, he was riding, and we're like, cool car, blah blah blah, and we pulled over and had a conversation. And I think I gave him a key. I think I gave you a key tag, didn't I? All right, so we're at 80 minutes, which is kind of a record almost. We have 9 people on here right now. That's been about the average. We're at about 8 now. I guess it's getting kind of late and people are starting to go to bed. Maybe we should start tying up some loose ends. We're at 21 thumbs up. We've had 3 super stickers today. That was not expecting that at all. Thank you, JT Vlogs, and well, who is that? MR, JMR. I keep thinking MRJ. I don't know why. Merge, MRJ. I don't know why I would think that. But anyways, what was I thinking of? Yeah, Roy is OG. He's been around forever. All right, thanks, Moto Rider 352. I'll see you around on the internet. I had trouble for 1 hour. There were tornado warnings. Oh man, that's bad. Tornado warnings are bad. Oh, I gave you the YouTube channel. Okay, I didn't give you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Because up and down Lowetta for that, in the very beginning of the channel, I would just like randomly hand people key tags from people's windows. As a matter of fact, my daughter went to a car meet and saw one of the orange key tags on one of the car drivers' key tags and said, "Hey, you know, that's my dad. Where'd you get that?" And apparently, I had handed it to him through a window on Lowetta, on my side of town. Hello, you sent me the tag when I got the shirt and the stickers. Actually, I think JT Vlogs is one of the first people to get shirts. By the way, I took down the Etsy store. I'm having trouble with the t-shirt vendor. So right now, really, I'm only selling shirts on smallenginevelocity.com for now. Etsy, I was getting a lot more traffic and a lot more sales. But I make a little bit more money if I use my own website. And well, I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. I'm just saying that that's where it is. That's the extra income for buying parts and stuff. It's nice, and I explain this to a lot of people. This is not my career. I am not going to do this forever. I don't even think I'll ever get to 100,000 subscribers in the next 5 years. This is me hanging out with friends and then creating stuff to show people. So that's just me. You know, I have a perfectly good career in IT, doing what I do over there. Plus, doing YouTube doesn't have health benefits and stuff like that. And it's really hard to take a vacation from YouTube because people have a tendency to forget about you if you disappear for long enough. Although I was off of YouTube for about 2 months straight and came back, and everyone's still here. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah. Anyways, we are at 9 at 83. That's a long time for me. 21 thumbs up. If you haven't given me a thumbs up and you like this, do it while you still can. 3 super chats. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Roy, for showing up too. By the way, Roy is one of the channel members. Actually, I think he's the only channel member who has shown up today. If you notice next to an icon on his name, he has that little red one. That means he's been a channel member for over a year. If you want to become a channel member, the only real benefit from being a channel member is that I release videos directly to the channel members to watch first for a few days, and then I lock them up after I've seen everybody has watched it, because there's not a lot of channel members. So if I see like 8 people watched it, then I know I watched it, and then the 7 channel members that I have on there. Apart from that, it just supports the channel. Good night, Roy. You have a good evening. I know it's late. I'm gonna go inside and start winding down soon too. I shouldn't have drank this Coca-Cola before I went to bed because, you know, old people, when you get old, you can't sleep with as much caffeine in your blood as you used to be when, as a matter of fact, the older you get, the harder it is for you to sleep with any kind of chemicals or anything in your blood, as opposed to when you were younger. Dude, wasn't I a member too? I think you were a member for a little while. If you are a member currently, it puts that little symbol on there. I haven't made a custom symbol yet. I tried to make a SEV symbol in there, but apparently I don't have the skills to make icons that small. And Roy is 62. I think he's the oldest person on the channel so far. I'm 48, and Roy is 62, so he's got like 10 on me, 10, 14 on me. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wind it down. Please consider subscribing if you're not subscribed and you're watching this right now. Please consider becoming a channel member if you're not a channel member and support the channel. At the same time, thank you for the super chats and the likes, and I promise you I will try to get more live streams done. And Riney said he is 39. Riney is getting close to having his 40th, I guess. I mean, you're 39, so I assume the next number is going to be 40. Trust me, it's just another number. It didn't really mean anything to me. Now, when I hit 50, I literally will probably cry all day that day. So, yeah. And it's not that far either. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I know I said that at the end I have to remind people to do that, which I feel like I don't really need to, because if they did like it, then they would subscribe. But anyways, I'll see everybody in the next live stream.